Good morning, students. Today's topic is programming constructs. Whatever language we take, C, C++, Java, Python, concepts will remain same. We have already done so many programs in Python. Now, let us understand the concepts of programming constructs, how the program will execute from one statement to another statement. In every programming language, we have certain sets of elements. In every language, we have variables, loops, decision constructs, etc. This set of elements is referred to as programming constructs. Now we have basically three programming constructs: sequence, selection, iteration. Now what do you mean by the word sequence? Sequence means one after the another. Now in a program, in a simple program, we have so many statements and all the statements are executed one after the another and all are executed. Till now we have done so many programs. In all the programs, all the statements were executed. We have not done any choice or the condition. We have not given any condition in any of the program till now. Now we will learn how to take the decision to give the condition. So what is sequence? Sequence is the default flow of statements and execution of statements flows from top to bottom. First statement will be executed, after that second will be executed and third and so on. The next is selection. In selection, we have to take some decisions. There are certain programs in which you have to take the decision. Suppose when we are asking percentage marks from the user, percentage marks will decide whether the student is passing or failing. If the marks are greater than equal to 33, the student will pass. Otherwise, the student will fail. Not only this, but so many conditions we have. Suppose a student is passing, with which grade he is passing, and so on. Now, in selection statement, what we have to do is we have to give the condition. Now, if the condition is true, then only the statements will be executed, otherwise not. It means all the statements will not be executed. It is depending on the condition. So what we have to take the decision on the basis of condition. So it is also known as decision construct. Now let us understand some symbols which will be used in our flowchart. Here it is, the oval representation. Whenever we just start or end the program, we give this symbol. So this symbol is for starting and ending of the program. Arrows will denote how the program is flowing from one construct to another or from one statement to another. It is a connecting line. Direction it will show. Now whenever we have input or output, input means whenever I want to accept value from the user. Output means whenever I want to print something, it will be displayed through parallelogram. Now this is in rectangle we will show the process. Process means some calculation part. Here we have, the next is diamond shaped, in which you will be giving the condition. That condition is to be checked whether it is true or false. It returns Boolean value. Now let us understand the flowchart for decision construct. Here this is the diamond shaped box in which you have given the condition. This is shown incomplete. We have not shown the starting here in this. So this condition have two branches. Here you can see it has two true branch and it has false branch. If the condition comes out to be true, then you have to just execute these two statements after the true. If the condition is false, you will come down and these two statements will be executed. Now you have the choice. choice between two branches, either this or that. Which statements will be executed depends on the condition. All the statements will not be executed. So this thing is clear to you? We have three constructs. What are those three concepts? Sequence, selection, iteration. Selection is known as decision construct, in which you have to take the decision and it returns Boolean value, either true or false. The third construct is known as iteration. Iteration means repetition, looping. Certain times we require to repeat the same statements again and again. So those statements which are repeated again and again, they come under the loop. So what is iteration? Here the set of statements keep on executing until the given test conditions are met. Here we can see here in the flow chart, this is the condition. If the condition comes out to be true, the statements will be executed. Once again, it will go up. Condition true, statement will be executed. If condition is false, then we will come out of the loop. So this is the body of the loop. So it keeps on executing till this condition is false. Here the set of statements keeps on executing until the given test conditions are met. This means that the set of statements is executed repeatedly till the condition is true. The loop terminates. Terminate means stop. It will stop only when the condition is false. It is also known as looping construct, and this is known as the body of the loop.